All right, y'all. I don't know how to say this like any better, but KD was right about LeBron, man. He was right. I know people regard LeBron James as one of the best players in the world, one of the best players ever. Some people, I mean, arguably the best player in the NBA right now. But shit, you got to keep it real, man. KD was right. Playing with LeBron James, you got to go against the whole media. I mean, Ned Wright, Shannon Sharp, Max Kellerman. I mean, the list goes on and on. You'll see these guys get up there and they try to bash any player that talks against them. Anybody that speaks against them is crazy. LeBron James is one of the top two best players in the NBA. I know people gonna argue with that. Oh man, you gotta say he the best. You gotta say he the best. He the top two best players in the NBA. It's damn near the same thing. I'm saying the same thing. Listen to me. Playing in the NBA with LeBron James, if you're a superstar, you really got to take a big back seat. Think about it. Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. I mean, Kyrie Irving. All these guys that play with LeBron James, they really got to take a super back seat. The difference between Kevin Durant and LeBron James, Kevin Durant, if the system is bad, if the team is horrible, don't have no bench, he can adapt to it, add his juice to the motherfucker, and make it go. He'll still get 30, 40 points, most likely win a game, do well. He ain't gonna win all of them if the team ain't good, but he'll do well. Compared to what LeBron James do, when he go into a system, he has to control the system. He learns the playbook. He runs the plays. Hell, sometimes he don't even look at the coach coming down the court. He already know what he want to do. You have to let him run the team. And with superstar players who need the ball in their hands, they can't run a team. They can't run their system. They got to run out of LeBron James. And LeBron James, he really got to give up that position for a short period of time to let them do it. And he don't do it unless he really can't get it done, which you see a lot in the most dire situations. But all right, let's look at it from this standpoint. The NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors and the Cavaliers before Kevin Durant came. If you look at it from that standpoint, at the end of that game, I think the game 7, Kyrie Irving went tit for tat with the whole Golden State Warriors. Golden State to score, Kyrie will come down miraculously get a goddamn point. You be like, how the fuck is he scoring? He throwing the shit in the air and it's going in. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until nobody could get a point up. It was one play when Iguodala finally got the ball and he was finna make that one layup and LeBron blocked it. And still after that, nobody could get a motherfucking shot. Then Kyrie Irving, if you look at the interview after the game, he said he had Kobe Bryant's mentality right then. And he came to the conclusion, all right, I'm finna shoot this 3. He hit the 3, won the whole game, kept them in the game. And they give LeBron James Finals MVP. Man, why y'all didn't give it to Curry? I mean, not Curry, Kyrie Irving. Why y'all didn't give it to Kyrie Irving? LeBron James blocked the shot. From what I recall, he hit a motherfucking 3. Block shot or no block shot. He hit a motherfucking 3. I don't know. I don't know how to tell you. I don't know what to say. At the end of the day, that motherfucker, Kyrie Irving, was a beast for that. He was a beast for that. And he should get his recognition for that. But at the end of the day, I ain't gonna say that's a toxic environment. Let's go a step further. In an interview, you can look it up yourself. They asked Kyrie Irving, is LeBron James a father figure to you? This motherfucker had to tell me, look, I have a father. They pretty much asking motherfuckers, is LeBron James your daddy? But it's not a toxic environment, right? Dwayne Wade did all he could when he was in the finals. But he said, oh, I had to take a back seat. All of a sudden, I had to tell LeBron James, look, this your team. I'm going to have to let you run the point. I'm going to have to let you do this, let you do that. Wade didn't have no problem before LeBron James. When he played with Shaq and won a championship, he didn't have no issues. I mean, arguably, the 08-09 season when LeBron James won that MVP, you know who it really was supposed to go to? Go back and look at the stats. Go back and look at the stats and look who was doing that thing. Nobody wanted to give it to Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade was a star. He deserved the MVP. But nah, they ain't going to give it to him. It's LeBron James league. They were trying to go ahead and move the era over from Kobe Bryant and let LeBron James rule the whole motherfucking 2010 through 2020. If y'all can't admit that LeBron James, his presence on a team makes it hard for a superstar to come play with him, y'all fooling yourselves. Kawhi Leonard need the ball in his hand. Honestly, he's not a great passer or anything like that. He's a more of a system passer. He can score out this world. He can defend very well. But he's a system passer. So within the system, he can get the ball off every so often. Outside the system, he can't come up with the plays himself. That's why Tony Parker and Ginobili and Tim Duncan had to run the Spurs. That's why people can't really regard him as the second best player in the world, because he's not an all-around player. He's a 3-and-D, a wing player. He's not one-dimensional like Carmelo, but at least he can do two things great. He can rebound too. He can steal the ball. He can defend. But can he make other players better? No. Can he get the ball around in the system? You have to admit something. Yeah, LeBron is great, but it's such thing as too great. It's a such thing as, yeah, he can do this, but even though he's great at it, he'll lose a game being great at it. After a while, you need team basketball, and they regard LeBron James as his own team. KD, right, it's hard to play with him because the media make it so damn hard to actually exist on the team with LeBron James. You will never get credit as a superstar with LeBron James. That is the big issue with playing with LeBron James. And want me to tell you how Kevin Durant actually know this? He admitted himself. His best friend is Kyrie Irving. Y'all need to look at the interviews and pay attention to detail. If his best friend is Kyrie Irving, he ain't just pulling this out his ass. Motherfucker know what he talking about.